What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Today we are finally addressing something that has been in the comments for super long. You guys have wanted to see an update with my buddy Lorenzo Field's Evo 9, which it's actually been literally this month will be 1 year exactly. That last time you guys saw it when we fixed that O2 sensor with my buddy Sam and Asus. I haven't seen him in a while. A lot of you guys think we have beef or something. We actually don't have any beef or anything. He just lives really far away. And he's also a dad, so his family expanded, and he's obviously busy with that. But right now, we're about to take over the Evo 10 it'll be his first time seeing the car, which he absolutely hates Evo 10s because he's an 8 and 9 guy. And we're going to go check out some of his cars. The Evo is fully running, and then he also has a drift car, which you guys have seen in a couple other videos, like kind of like a preview of, but it wasn't turnkey, like actually running or anything. And now it's fully dialed in and tuned, so it'll be pretty exciting. It's already in the title, I'm assuming, because I'm pretty bad at keeping secrets when it comes to these videos. But if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Hope you guys like the content. If you guys do, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get on the road. Alright guys, I've been here for a couple hours now, but we made it to my good buddy Lorenzo Field's house. We got the fake Evo, as Lorenzo would call it, right? You said I got a fake Evo?
What? Yeah.
It's a fake Evo? It's not real?
No.
You're gonna make a lot of people
mad.
mad.
I got rid of his last Evo though.
I know, I shouldn't have.
Everyone thinks that we hate each other. You guys are ridiculous, whoever thinks that. Like, I still talk to Josh all the time. I'm sitting here parking out cars, staying at home, and he's over here doing his thing.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing been against us the whole time, so I don't know why people think that. So,
Because, bro.
I still love him.
Because he went wingless.
Huh?
When he went wingless, he became too cool.
Shut up.
To answer the phone.
Yeah, I don't drive that car no more.
You're gonna drive it.
I love the car, but Josh knows. You can tell him yourself how I feel towards it.
What? Oh, the Evos are problems?
Well, you know, how it's just like...
Well, I'm not saying your specific Evo. I'm just saying Evos in general, like our project cars.
Yeah, it's just, you know, after having so many stupid issues, you get over driving all the time. So I just kind of like, I take it out barely ever, you know.
Yeah, but like I mentioned earlier, guys, this thing is together. And there was a preview of it a long time ago when you had kind of the switch panel in, and I think you had...
Oh yeah, you did put it, I didn't realize you had it.
I think you had the motor in, but nothing else.
I had it test fitted.
Yeah.
Like to fit everything, fit the trans and all that. But it wasn't paint, I didn't cut anything out. I've cut a bunch of shit out and, you know, I've done a lot. There's a lot of little tedious things, but...
Without making it too complicated, you want to give them a rundown on your setup?
Well, it's just the stock 3.0. It's no internals. It's a G30 770, and it made 617 on 22 pounds. And then what can I say about it?
That was on 85, right?
Yeah, on 85. On 91, well, I wanted to go as low as possible. I have a 14-pound wastegate spring, and it kind of fucked me up because I wanted to do, like I have a trim pot, I'll show them that. But I wanted to do a boost setting as low as I can, like 350, 400, if I could get that. But I would have to have a smaller wastegate spring. So 14 pounds made it make 475.
That's just on wastegate?
Yeah, it's on wastegate.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
Why I'm
that's
like,
good power.
I'm stoked on it, but I wanted lower because I wanted to be able to save tires because it's a drift car.
Right.
And I just wanted to make it a little more manageable. Like, oh, I could do this setting and then I have something grippier on or wider on. I could turn it up a little bit. And so... It's cool, I was stoked on it, but yeah, like I said, I wish I would have went like a 10-pound spring, so I could have worked the way up or whatever. But yeah, it made 617 and that's still low boost, 22 pounds. These fucking things are, you know, best motor around.
Yeah.
Fuck RVs.
Ryan literal might come at you, but...
No, I like RVs, they're sick, but I still think these are really reliable. And like Danny and Rival Tuning tuned it, and he even says, he said if I would have went, what they do is like stock internals, 28 pounds is like where I would say max before you're stuck to push it.
Right.
He said it would have made 750. So I ran out of fuel. I didn't care. I didn't want any more. Like I just told him, hey, my high boost map, I just want to make 600. If I make 600, that's cool. We can turn it down so I don't make a lot. I don't want to like get too high a duty cycle or nothing.
Right.
But yeah, it's reliable. It's really smooth and it sounds fucking good.
You're saying you like the drivability more on this than the Evo?
I mean, but the Evo has a built motor. It has a double pumper, or no, it has a single pump.
And it's a stroker. Yeah,
stroker has 2150 injectors. There's reasons why it probably doesn't fill. This is completely stock internal, so of course, like bigger cams and all that shit, I'm sure it's not gonna, you know. And you were saying, Josh was bringing up earlier, he's like, the bigger displacement of this motor, a 6-cylinder to a 4-cylinder, is this gonna make it drive better, like really drivable.
Make torque.
Yeah. Yep. So this thing, I love it so far. It's not done. I'm still dialing in little things. Like yeah, like hard drive. I'll take Josh for a ride in it, but it's like there's still stuff I need to fix and dial in, and you know, little things. But I'm stoked on it. I'll show him the trim pot.
This will be the first G Series car I get a ride in.
Huh?
First G Series.
Well, and also that's another thing. Danny was saying this is the first G Series he's got to tune. No, he said he tuned a G25 on a 1J, but he hasn't touched the G30s yet. Yeah. And he was saying this thing made like torque instantly. Like if I show you the graph, he was saying like it spools up so fast. Like with being that big of a turbo, he says like instant spool.
I believe it.
So I was stoked on that. That's what I want. That's something I want on that. You know, in the future, if I ever add anything else to this, Josh already knows the wheels I would add, but if I were to add a different setup, I would do a bigger turbo, or not bigger turbo, I'd do a Garrett turbo, and I'd do a G Series, so I could get what I wanted out of the spool.
Something I really like on this car, guys, you went digital dash. He's baller, has pole positions. Not only in that car, we got him in this car. So I told him that I'm gonna give him stock Evo 10 seats, and we're gonna rock these.
Yeah, I mean, they would probably be nice in here, to be honest. They'd be comfortable.
Yeah, it would be comfortable, but...
Yeah, so this is the trim pot. Show them that real quick. So that's my #1 boost setting. Then #2 is 550, I think it was. And then this is like 617 is #3. My friend Dan made me this. Dan Palzone. And then...
Did you buy the switch panel?
I just bought these from Hard Motorsports. These are billet buttons. That's the name of the company. And I just, you know, hole sawed all the holes and kind of got. They're not.
Oh, so you like actually like put it together?
Yeah.
Like you put the stuff where you wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just it was kind of a bitch to get them like exactly where I wanted them, but it worked out. And then some guy made me that. He just made me a. You tell them what it is.
Oh, R35.
Yeah, R35 cluster. If you look that up, that's exactly what it looks like. But it just has all the gauges I want in there. I don't know if they could see like.
Oh yeah, the wideband and boost. And
the oil pressure, ethanol content, and fuel pressure.
Yeah, this is on a flex fuel because you're on a Infinity, right?
Yeah, it's right there. Look, it's actually a nice little spot. It's just tucked right underneath.
It's not flopping around on the floor.
No. Yeah, but I just kept. Okay, so. I have my Missile car, my E30, and it's just gutted, and I hate it. Like driving there where I don't have a trailer, so it's hard to enjoy driving it around. Right. So this car I did the opposite. I did more like the Evo. I kept full interior. You know, there's little stuff like I still have half the back seats, but I wanted it just to be quiet when I'm cruising in it. Which the car, like I'll start it right now. The car is really quiet, even idling. I'll rev it. I'm gonna let it warm up. But like, you get on it, then, you know, it opens up. But idle, quiet. But in the car, windows up, the thing's really quiet. I love it. Like, I was surprised. I was like, oh, it won't be that quiet. It's still gonna, because the Evo, you have to like yell at each other when we're inside talking. Yeah. This, you can actually just sit there and have a conversation. Okay,
you wanna tell people what happened to this thing?
So, I had a bunch of dumb issues. Did you film it last time?
Yeah.
When we had issues?
When we swapped that O2 sensor.
Yeah. So Sam and Jesus came through, same with Josh, and they all came in and they helped me fix this piece of shit. And we had, like, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Jesus, by the way. They already know. Actually, Sam helped me with that car because I couldn't figure out the AM Infinity. how to log and all that, how to get all the programs on there, and he helped me set up, because it's weird with the whole universal one. Since it's not for a certain car, it's a little different.
Really?
Yeah, so he helped me up. He set it up all with me. But anyways, yeah, they helped me. Sam went and logged it and checked everything on this car and changed the feeling and all that because of all the issues last time. But yeah, now it's good. Like I was saying, I just kind of one of those things where I've had a bunch of dumb issues with this car, and I've like just kind of put it on the back burner, just kind of parked it and said, you know, I'm not going to sell it. I don't ever plan on selling it. But it's like, you throw so much money at something, you want it to work good and not have any issues, and it still keeps giving you headaches over and over. You're like, you know, this could fucking sit here for a couple of years and then I'll come back to it. Right. It's not going to sit here that long. I'm just saying, you get what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no, I get it.
Like, you throw money at something and it doesn't give back to you, you're over it, you know.
Right.
So now it's good. It's a little dusty. I should probably take it out and watch it. I mean, it's also hard, like having that project and having this to like jump around. So it's like there's little things I want to fix on this and do little things to it. And there's a lot of shit I learned from that. And since this is like one of my first like builds, like doing shit. Right. There's a lot of things I did on this that I'd love to take to this car and like change things and redo things on it. You know,
just some of the AN lines, or
yeah, stuff like that, or like just tedious stuff like making certain things amount and just, I don't know, I'd have to sit there and go through it. But I'm getting at like, there's things I don't like that I did on this car that, you know, every time you build a new car, you can learn like, oh, I like how I did this, or
right.
You learn more. So
definitely.
But yeah, thank you, Jesus, and thank you, Sam. Even though I don't drive it. Soon, maybe I'll drive it. Me and Josh can go to a meet or something. The only thing I could say I need to do on it that's been bothering me to drive it in this weather as I'm sweating right now, is I need to recharge the AC, because a while back I was driving no front bumper on, rock went in my condenser. Big deal, you know. Not like it just, you know, I don't have no AC in it, and that's my excuse of not wanting to go during this hot ass summer to go cruise around.
Makes sense.
But yeah, that's the Evo and that's the 46. Show them that whole thing I did.
Well, oh, the custom.
Yeah.
You sell the BMW for $1,000? I'm completely kidding, guys. Normally this is where the M3 badge would be.
It's not really what it looks like. I just, you know, little things like that. I'll give you a ride in it later when it cools down. It's hot right now.
Yeah, it's super hot. So you said you bought this material online.
Yeah, and then I just
in the UK.
Yeah, I cut the door panel out, made it fit. And
did you just like put the material up to it and then just trace it, basically? And
yeah. Well, yeah, kind of basically. I cut this piece of the door panel. I already planned on using this portion of it, basically, and then I mocked it up afterwards and then measured, like, you know, just marked off a line and cut. Yeah,
it's super cool. And you got like a GT3 RS style.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like this. It's kind of annoying, like pulling it closed. Yeah. I think I'm gonna, like on my 30, I still have the armrest, which just has a different style, but I think I'm gonna buy like a strap and have two, just to have it like a handle instead.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really like just a strap.
It's different.
But like my friend wired up everything. Haywire, people probably know him. He does really good work, but as like on my whole switch panel, he wired up all this stuff, like blinkers and windshield wipers. And
you got a dome light.
I even have a dome light,
Which I've never seen a drift car with a dome light.
Hey, he made a good point. He called me on it before. He's like, you know, what if you're trying to do something at night, you're trying to work on your car or whatever. You might as well have like a dome light, so you don't have to hold a flashlight, like on the E30. Right. You know, I dropped something in that car, and it's like you can't find it. I have to get my phone out or whatever. That's true. So he was telling me to put one in the back, but I was like, oh, one in the front's fine. Oh, and then I redid the headliner, all that. It got resuaded, and then
from our secret supplier.
Huh?
Secret supplier.
No, actually, I redid it myself. And these cars, the material, or how can I say, it wasn't sticking to the panels much. It's thinner. It's not like the Evo where the adhesive wasn't working good. So my friend Ricky, he redid it. Not Ricky with the S13, a different one. Mm-hmm. He redid it. I took it to him, and he has like the proper upholstery stuff, like the proper glue for it. Now it won't come down, and it's better than Joann's Fab. Like that stuff is still good, but feel it. Like it's like actual. It's not like.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. I just deleted all the seatbelts and all that crap, and there's a lot of little things, you know, I did. I kept carpet. even if I cage it in the future, I'll have carpet still. I like that look. I like having,
Yeah, I like it too. And it makes less noises.
Yeah.
When you have a gutted car, it makes a ton of noise that you never knew was there.
Yeah.
It's been several hours later. My hair's all crazy because we were in the pool for like hours. I wanted to recap on this car because if you guys are new to my videos, you guys may have missed that video when Sam and Asus came over to diagnose what was wrong with it. But initially, Lorenzo thought it was a map sensor, but ended up being a bad O2 sensor because it was the same O2 sensor that was on this car for like 6 years. And then he ended up changing it, and then Sam adjusted the map. Right now, Lorenzo's just fixing a couple of the seatbelt situation because one of them isn't set up in the passenger side. Listen to that Jay-Z, guys. So the only other G-Series car I've been in was Asus's, and that was on low boost, like 28 pounds, and that was on a 4-cylinder. I'm excited to ride in a G30 770. I might have said that wrong, but it's a Garrett turbo, tile back housing, E85.
Yeah, Josh. Did I hear something?
Yeah, give it gas.
I heard like a bolt.
Yeah.
Like a bolt fall or something, huh?
There was a, wait, stop. There was a,
Little man.
is it? Oh, it's weird.
It's good.
I'm not used to the two-door life. The two-door life. So one of the homies, Jesse, came through and said there was a cop in the area, so we gotta keep it civil while we make our commute to Mexico.
Good boys.
This thing makes all the right noises.
Yeah, I'm all nervous now. Cops around. I know I still have those plates and stuff, but it's just I don't feel like getting hassled. I love the sound of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I forgot to tell you, I put the anti-surge cover. The cop right there, right behind me.
Dude, that is terrifying. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do anything serious. I'm just doing a little.
Dude, this thing rips.
You see how fast this rolls?
Yeah, that was
Like, look at it.
This thing is ridiculous.
It's fun. I love this car, you know?
Yeah.
I love the noises, I love the spool up, the power's all there, torque, everything, you know?
Yeah, it's nuts. Oh, dog.
I should have did third, but I didn't think I would hit Revler that fast.
Makes sense. Sounds so good.
Yeah, it does. I love it.
Yeah, it sounds great. Oh, I was like, don't do it.
I wasn't gonna cut him off.
Oh, I was like, I'm worried about we're getting sideways into that thing.
No, I was just seeing if I'm gonna get over right now or not, but like I was debating on getting off on Hidden Valley.
Oh.
I think it's railroad tracks.
I just want to make sure there's no dips.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good. Woo! This thing's crazy.
I think it pulls pretty hard for being
No, it definitely
low
picks
horsepower.
cars too that like make all the right sounds.
Make it scarier or faster feeling, you're saying? Or
Yeah, like have you been in a car that just doesn't sound like very fast or like, you know?
that's like,
It like adds to the experience is what I'm trying to say.
I don't know if you remember Garrett?
Yeah.
Garrett used to valet. You could put this in there. I don't test drive exotics all day in Huntington.
Yeah.
And he says like he drove fucking everything, you know, Lambos, whatever.
Right.
And he said the scariest car that he ever drove. This is the opposite of what you're saying, but I'm gonna tell you this. He said he drove a Tesla Is it the S or it's the one that made 700 horsepower? Before the new one is
Like the P90?
I think, and he said that thing scared the shit out of him because he punched it real quick, and it just because instant power and it's so quiet, it was the opposite effect. You're not expecting it.
Yeah.
He said like put him in his seat and was like, whoa, that was actually really fast.
Sounds good.
It's a little stiff in their ear too.
Yeah, I feel it.
I need to soften them up. I have them stiff because I was rubbing back there.
Alright guys, we're on the way home right now. I didn't really get to talk about much about the car after the pulls just because I haven't seen my buddy Lorenzo in like a year, and we were spending a lot of time like just catching up, talking, hanging out, you know, like eating food and stuff, and I know you guys can respect that. But that 2JZ swapped car, guys, is absolutely insane. Like, I was blown away at like once it hooks, because obviously first and second gear are a little useless. And the crazy thing is, I know that in the title, you know, it's 600 wheel. There's 3 different boost levels. There's 475, I think 550, and then 616, I believe it was. Oh God, this lane's merging. This is not good. And that thing was absolutely a ripper. And it honestly kind of makes me want to build a JZ swap car. Lorenzo's kind of joking around saying that I should just get an E46 shell kind of like his and do the same, basically replicate the same thing so we could go out to the track together. And what's funny is I've actually been really kind of contemplating and building some kind of track car in general. I don't want to do grip driving just because I feel like I'll get bored of it. Not that there's anything wrong with it. If anyone's watching this, I think grip driving is awesome. I don't have infinite money in the world where I can do both, you know, at least not at this time. So I'm actually very, very tempted. Lorenzo and I could definitely make that happen and make a really cool series. The cool thing about doing a shell and a swap is I could paint the car like engine bay and the car itself, so it'd be like a really fun series, and I'd get to build the car with one of my close friends that I've known basically for over a decade now, because I met him through BMX, you know, at the skate park when I was like 14 or 15, something like that. But nonetheless, huge shout out to Lorenzo for sending it in Mexico, because it was filmed in Mexico, and he did an awesome job of the car inside out. Like seriously, I'm not even saying that because it's my friend or anything. That car is absolutely like spotless in terms of like the engine bay, and just everything is super nice and well buttoned down. There's nothing really janky about it. So right now we're cruising in the Fivo. I gotta get home. My girlfriend's gonna make some dinner. You gonna give me a meow? Guys, we are now back at my house. I know my hair is all crazy. I got the hat hair and the pool hair, but I just wanted to end this video and say something to you guys without getting too sentimental. Like, I know I show like a lot of car stuff, and you know, like my buddy's 2J swap E46 3 Series, and you know, people build like these crazy cars, right? Like, I show them, you know, like number one, because like obviously it's cool stuff that you don't see every day going down the road. And number two, like a really big takeaway I want to be like very clear is that a lot of the people that I film are normal people like you guys, you know, like that. These aren't people born into like a crazy amount of money. These are people that really work for their stuff. Like, you know, they work a job, they have a side hustle, they have busted their ass, you know, to put these cars together. You know, whether it be my buddy Lorenzo's M3, the new $40,000 project car my buddy Zach is buying. And what I'm trying to get at, guys, is that, you know, you guys watching this, you have project cars, you guys have dreams. You know, it could be buying a house, it could be building a family, it could be building a business, it could be finishing college and getting a degree and trying to make more money, you know, for yourself and your loved ones and the people you want to support and make a better life. And what I'm trying to put out there, guys, is something that, like, hanging out with Lorenzo and like just being around cars again, like, it honestly like reminded me like why I even started picking up the camera in the first place, of like filming cars. And it's not for likes, it's not for subscribers or anything like that. It's to make one valid point and one valid point only, and It's, if the person you're watching did it, you can do it too. And I want that to be a takeaway from today's video, because that car was so gnarly. Honestly, it was just like so much fun, and hanging out with my buddy was like great because I haven't seen him, like I said, in a year. And I want it to be one of those things where, you know, obviously you guys get to share the smiles and laughs that I got, you know, out of that car and stuff. And I want it to serve as like a reminder, you know, that we're all human beings, we're all in this together, and there isn't anything out there too big, you know, whether it be a Evo, a project car, a house, whatever, some kind of material item, or maybe it's something more that drives you guys. And that it's all out there, it's all possible. Someone out there is living your dream life, which means that you guys can too. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you guys enjoyed 2JZ swaps, ripping the car on the streets of Mexico, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, there'll be a lot more videos coming to you guys' way. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out.